sorry about that. So sorry about that. I'm outside and I don't have a grate. I'm going to put this off. Hi. Oh, I'm just eating some grapes. I don't have anything to drink, so. But I'm sitting here out in my deck. I'm just going to wait a minute. Today's segment should only be a few minutes. It's been so hot. I look a hot mess. I haven't done anything today. Literally, I did some laundry and that was it. That was it. If you come on, say hi. Let me know you're here. If you see the live up there, you're watching me live, and if it's not, then you're watching the replay, which is awesome. Then you can fast forward. Hi, Stephanie. You can fast forward to the good stuff. I'm Susan. I'm a Blue Status presenter with Younique. But my Sunday segment is not about Younique. It's about you and loving you and being the best you that you can be. So, yeah. I'm not an expert by any means. I just know what has helped me over the past few years. And I thought that I would share some of that with you guys. It's a little breezy out here, and you can see I have my phone set up in a plant, and you can see the leaves blowing a little bit. Feel free to share my video if you would like. If you wouldn't mind, that would be awesome. And I'm just going to wait. Let's see, how long have I been on here? Hey, Kristen. Live. I told Mom that I was talking to you, and she got really excited. She's like, yeah, it's Kristen. How is she? I don't sound like my mom. That's not what she sounds like. So, yeah, I only have a few minutes. But I think it's important that we all take care of ourselves before we can fully take care of other people. And in order to do that, we have to love ourselves. And sometimes we're not that good at that. Sometimes we're really hard on ourselves. And I will give her a hug. And we need to stop being so hard on ourselves. We need to be kind to ourselves, and we need to love ourselves. Last week we were talking about, well, past couple of weeks we've been talking about the monkeys. It's starting to get windy out here. We were talking about those, like the drunken monkeys or the monkey mind. That's the self-chatter that goes on in our heads that tends to stress us out and make us feel bad about ourselves. And we talked last week about some ways to curtail that chatter and calm it down so that we are not so stressed out and we can learn to control it. Sorry, I got a text message. I got a text from Eric War. Some ways to quiet those monkeys so that we can be more calm and happier and love ourselves. I had a perfect example of how far I had come yesterday. I was driving in the car, and that's usually when I do a lot of my self-talking, is when I'm in the car. And I was thinking I haven't been to church in a while. I have been letting life get in the way, and I need to stop that. I need to get myself back to church because it helps to keep me centered and focused. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh my God, Susan, you're such a horrible person. And the little voice inside my head said, no, you're not. And I was like, where did that just come from? The voice, it stopped me right there. My inner voice, I have been training it and working on it for so long that it just stopped me right there. Said, no, you're not a horrible person. You're human and you make mistakes, and God loves you and you love yourself. So shush that talk right up. But it surprised me that I stopped myself, because previously I would have been on a rampage, beating myself up, telling myself what a horrible person I was. And then it would go into a whole slew of other things. It would go into not just being a horrible person, but then it would go into my physical appearance and how everybody hates me and how unworthy I am. But I've been working on it, and so I wanted to share that with you because I struggled with it for years and years, like most of my entire life. From the time I was very little, I remember having very low self-esteem. I was being bullied in the second grade, and so it started about then. But I just let life handle me, and through it, just had really low self-esteem and never stood up for myself, and built a barrier between me and the world, and I was miserable until a few years ago. Something clicked in my head and said I didn't have to be that way. So I started taking some classes, and life coaching classes. I took a class. Hi, Cindy. So one of the things we talked about was the monkey minds. One of the exercises that she had us do, and I would like to have you to try this. It's going to help you in the long run. So one of the ways that we have to stop the monkeys from chattering in our head. And we talked about ways to do that last week. So through meditation, or just even realizing it and saying, wait a minute, is that true? Or hold up there. Is the world really going to end if I don't get this done? Or is somebody going to die if I don't put peanut butter on the toast the right way? Or, whatever the thing is. You have to realize that you have to consciously be aware of it. So you need to be thinking about that. The other thing is we need to change the way we talk to ourselves. Instead of beating ourselves up all the time and telling ourselves what, oh, you're such a loser, or oh my God, you're so fat, or oh, you're stupid. Those are some horrible things that I still catch myself telling myself, and then I stop myself. But one of the things that helped me was to be able to realize when I was doing it. So you have to be conscious of it, and then to change the tone that you're talking to yourself. And through this exercise, I'm hoping that you'll be able to change the way that you talk to yourself. So what I want you to do is get a little, either a piece of paper or a note card, one of those little index cards, and I want you to write down the names of at least 5 people, maybe 7, between 5 to 7 people that you really admire. For me, it's my dad. They can be living or dead. They can be people that you know or you don't know. My daddy, my mommy. I have to think about this list. So that's what I want you to do. Just this coming week, I just want you to make your list of like 5 to 7 people that you look up to and that you truly admire. And then I want you to, when you have that list, I want you to think about attributes that you admire in them. Like for my dad, he was honest, he was loving, he was truth-telling. Now there's a difference between being truth-telling and being honest, or not being a liar. So truth-telling is someone who is willing to tell the truth, even if it's going to hurt your feelings, but to do it in a way that's not going to be, like rude or anything. You do it in a kind way. But he was truth-telling, he was hardworking, he was smart, successful, funny. So, you just think of some things about the person whose name you wrote down, and what it is you admire about them. And that's it for this week. And then next week, we'll talk a little bit more about what we're going to do with those names, okay? I really appreciate your joining me, and I hope that you are finding some of what I'm saying helpful. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I just know what's worked for me, and I'm trying to share that with you so that you can feel better about yourself and love yourself more fully. So I want you to be kind to you, like really be kind to you. Be kind to other people. Share your smile. And know that you are blessed and loved, and you are so important to this world. Alrighty, I will see you soon. Love you.